Okay. 2, 1, pull! I'd say that was a success, dude. 762. Wow. All right, y'all, here it is, the UMAREX Primal 20, the air-powered shotgun. Not only can this thing do shot, but it can also shoot slugs, but I know for myself, I was most excited about this guy for that aspect of being able to have a true air-powered shotgun. So when I opened up this box and saw that UMAREX had sent me out the Primal 20 for review, I was pretty dang pumped up. In the past, I'd only gotten a chance to try this very limitedly and just with slugs. So I was definitely looking forward to the opportunity to get this out and see how this thing could pattern with some shot. When you get the gun out of the box, of course, you have 2 magazines or 2 of these shuttle type magazines included, and you also have your cocking lever, which one cool thing about the cocking lever here on the Primal 20 is that it's actually easily switchable from the right side to the left. So if you want to run it with the right-handed cocking, just put it on the right. If you want to run it left-handed cocking, put it on the left. It screws in and screws out. Takes no time. In fact, you could easily switch it even just right out in the field with no tools. Now, UMAREX includes a rifled choke with the Primal 20, and I was a little bit concerned at first as far as how is this rifled choke really going to work when shooting shot? And I'm going to show you guys in this video exactly how it works, which a little bit of a giveaway here, it actually works pretty good, at least in my opinion. So you'll see that up here in a little bit. So before we go ahead and shoot some shot, let's check out what it does with these Primal 20 slugs that are available from UMAREX. Now these are a 395 grain slug, and they're specially made to work in the Primal 20 because they've got this sort of plastic cup on the back of them that helps them to, catch enough air and go flowing down that smoothbore barrel and then catch that rifling at the very end. And I'm sure that this design probably works better than just like a standard lead slug might work, but to be honest, these are the only slugs that I've tested out of this guy, and it definitely is capable of putting out more energy than what UMAREX is claiming it can do on the box or on their website, which is cool to see that they're not overstating the energy of the rifle. They're giving kind of just like an average. So check out this first shot, 762, and the accuracy here at 50 yards. I mean, look, we just stacked 2 shots up. Not bad at all. That's dang awesome. All right, so as far as that 50-yard accuracy there, we did have 2 shots just stacking right up. The first 2 shots just one on top of the other, and then that third shot fell about 4 inches low, and I think that's just on account of really just the drop in velocity. This gun isn't regulated, so shot over shot, you're just coming down a little bit each time in velocity. Because we had no change right to left, we only had a vertical change, so that's telling me it has to do with velocity. All right, well now let's do what we really came here for. Shoot some shot, right? So we've got these Primal 20 shot cups available from UMAREX, and you can fill them with shot. They recommend, of course, size 7 or larger, and I've got a couple here with some BBs in them. I don't know if they necessarily recommend using BBs, and I've got a variation of weights. So we're going to start out with the heavier over the chronograph and then work our way down to the lighters. Dude, I smell, can you smell that? Like the smell of like wax, almost like burning wax. Nice, 745. I smelt it again on that one. 746 on that one because it was the lighter load. So it's nice to load them in succession of heavy, light, medium, and then lighter.
Yeah.
Because the Primal 20 is unregulated, your shot curve means that the first shot is faster than the second, and so on and so forth. So that's why when I'm loading these shot shells, I think it's kind of cool that you can load that first one a little bit heavier and then lighter ones as you go down in that air volume. Steel BBs first. And then we're gonna do that heavier load of the shot, and then the last up the lightest load of the shot. All right, here we go. Wow, those made a decent pattern, dude. Like, not bad at all. I mean, I thought it was gonna be fully donutted, and it actually covered like really pretty much like the whole thing right there. That's awesome. Okay, I've got a little bit more confidence in it. All right, next up we're gonna do some of the shot. That was the BBs, now the shot. Oh, interesting. Interesting, the shot spread out a lot more than the BBs. The shot covered almost like the whole thing. I mean, that's not a bad spread. I mean, that's still like a quail in the bag, dude, and it gives you like a pretty good net at that range. Here we go. Light load up last. You could tell that that was the light load because it didn't actually rocket as much. You could literally tell it wasn't as much lead getting shot at it. And it was the last shot, so we're a little bit low on air maybe. But still, I mean, a decent spread. I was aimed like right here, and I mean, that's our spread. I would say that's another squirrel or cottontail, quail, dove. What do you got? Let's go find us something. Get it in the bag. I was not, honestly guys, when I knew that this thing had a rifled choke at first, I was like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be like completely useless. What are they even thinking? But now I see that it, at, I mean, a decent range is working pretty dang usably. I would go out and hunt with that. So I think I'm gonna do that. All right, guys, well, there you go. That is a look at the UMAREX Primal 20 air shotgun. All in all, I gotta say, I am actually very impressed with this guy. Over 500 foot-pounds, which is way more than what UMAREX was saying it would make on the box, and it shoots shot much better than I was expecting, and that's out of this rifled choke. I hope that in the future I'm able to get some different chokes to test out of this guy, but I wanted to pop up this first video to show y'all what it works just as it comes from UMAREX, which in reality isn't bad at all. So there you go, guys. The Primal 20 initial review dropped here on the SGR channel. I hope that if you enjoyed hanging out with me, you check out one of the other couple of videos up on screen right now so that we can hang out some more. And until next time, shoot straight, stay free. I love you guys.